12 shows later, and we're still here inside of TV Studio 3. Plenty of tournament talk and postseason rewards. Don't go anywhere. OwlAccess Pass starts right now. Hello, Owl fans, and welcome to OwlAccess Pass. I'm Adam Cronally, and Brooklyn Vaughn will join us in just a little bit. A common theme this semester has been history, so why stop now? The field hockey team had a chance to get into the Big East Championship for the first time since 2016, but the Owls needed some help from Old Dominion over the weekend. First things first, though, senior day against the out-of-conference Explorers. Let's jump right into this one in the third quarter. Temple is already up 2-0 over LaSalle when Carrie Lorenz finds Taylor Alba on the beautiful backhand pass. 3-0 Owls. Sophomore Molly Frey saw her first 10 minutes of her college field hockey career, and she made a good first impression with 2 saves, including the beauty that you're going to see right here. Owls still up 3-0, and it's Alba again to put the final nail in the coffin. The seniors go out in style on senior day at Howarth Field. Final score 4-0. So Temple took care of the Explorers, but that was a moot point. The team still needed 2 wins from Old Dominion over Providence. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened. ODU pulls out 2 victories. This one in particular, the second one, the one that mattered most, was actually 1-0 Providence before Old Dominion scored 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth. That one to win it in the fourth actually came with just over 1 minute left in the entire game. I can't even imagine what the team on North Broad was thinking while watching this one. But regardless, let's flip it. Here is the bracket. Temple is in. They will be playing the #1 seeded UConn Huskies on April 22nd, at 1 o'clock. The winner will take on either Liberty or ODU. Wouldn't it be ironic and pretty interesting to watch if the semifinal was between Temple and ODU after everything ODU just did for Temple this past weekend? But before we switch gears, let's take a look at how the Owls got here. Captain Danny Bates was supposed to lead the team as one of the 3 captains this season, but she only played 5 games before she was forced to miss the rest of the season with an injury. Bates' 2019 stats speak for themselves. She played 17 games, she led the team in goals, and she had 4 team game winners. In addition to that, Bates also was big defensively with 5 defensive saves, which led the conference, and was also tied for 8th in the nation. So this season, other people had to step up. One of the other captains, Veronica Novikova, was tied for the team lead with 4 goals. She also led the team in assists, and as you can see, she led the team in points, which because it's a combination of the 2. Novikova has been killing it all year, but she's had some help. Nick Orlemans is another person to watch in this playoff game coming up. She's the other person with 4 goals on the season, and in addition, we have Taylor Alba, who had 3 goals this season, but as we just saw, 2 of them came in this game that just occurred against LaSalle. So she's hot right now. Alba played her best game of the year when it mattered most. Who knows what that Big East Championship could bring out of Alba? Again, the game will be on Thursday at 1 o'clock on the Big East Digital Network. Temple Field Hockey isn't the only team that has been able to talk tournaments recently. My partner Brooklyn Vaughn joins us now to recap not just the men's soccer AAC tournament appearance, but also the accolades that the individuals had after the conclusion of the regular season. Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey, Adam. The men's soccer team season has come to an end down in Orlando, Florida after a tough loss to Tulsa in the first round of the AAC Championship Tournament. And with the ending of the season comes a few nods to the guys who made this postseason run a reality. We'll get to them in a bit, but first, let's roll the tape from Thursday night. We won't even show you the first half of this game, only 1 shot being taken in the first 45 minutes of play. That scoreless tie is broken by Tulsa's Alvaro Torrijos, who puts the Golden Hurricane on the board in the 51st minute of play. And after 22 more minutes of applying pressure to the gritty Tulsa defense, Temple finally broke through. Mikhail Borger, who's way top right, will take his shot, and it's perfectly tipped into the net off the toe of Jalen Campbell. That'll do it for regulation and the 2 scoreless overtimes that ensued. Penalty kick time, and that's Tulsa's Henry Sack to make it 1-0. The Owls look to Amir Cohen to even it up, and it hits the crossbar. Fabian Grant was able to knock one in for Temple, but there's Alex Meinhardt, the reigning offensive player and rookie of the year, sealed the deal for Tulsa after a long, hard-fought battle for both teams. Tulsa advances after going 3-1 in PKs, and they then fell to UCF in the conference championship. Final score of that one, 1-0. While the season comes to an end, there is some silver lining to it. Of course, the accolades for this crew are impressive. Let's start off with Pierre Cayette, the senior captain who was rightfully and unanimously named the AAC Defensive Player of the Year. And by the way, he's the first Owl to ever earn that title. An impressive 1,060 minutes on the pitch this season, and he was productive with his time. He was previously named AAC Defensive Player of the Week twice this year alone, which didn't shock Temple fans after his performance in games like that #2 SMU upset early on in the season. And the good news kept rolling in. The team had 5 representatives on all AAC teams. Pierre Cayette and forward Sean Karani were selected to the first team, while midfielder Jalen Campbell, forward Mike Eigendall, and goalkeeper Owen Goronsky were named to the second team. Temple fans should be feeling good looking ahead to years to come, because keep in mind there are some young names on this list. But this is yet another impressive feat for the team this season, as the previous record of Owls named to the All-Conference Honors Team was set at 3. Move over and make some room for the Owls at the table after their historic season. And hey Adam, it has been a lot of fun holding it down with you on OAP this semester, but for one final time reporting from the studio set, I'm Brooklyn Vaughn. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Brooklyn. I can't believe it's already time for the two of us to say goodbye to one another. I still remember when you first walked into Owl Sports Update and got involved right away, pulling your first package from a Thursday night Temple football game. Now look at you and all that you've accomplished. You've been a great partner, not just this semester, but as always, you've always been that partner off the cameras as well. As Woody would say, so long, partner. All right, now over to the team with several natives from Brooklyn's hometown of Springfield, the women's lacrosse team. Temple took on ECU twice over the weekend, and the Owls beat the Pirates 13-7 on Friday. And then it was on to Sunday. Megan Pelosi puts ECU up early, but that lead didn't last long. Julie Strickling from Springfield adds to the Owls' lead at the time, making it 4-2. Springfield, we got another one coming up right here. Bridget Whitaker nets one of her 3 goals on the sniper. The Owls go on to top the ECU squad 11-6. Temple is 6-2 against the conference, heading into the final 2 games of the season against Vanderbilt. Temple will also play the Commodores in the first round of the AAC postseason tournament, set to start on May 6th. Off the turf and onto the course, Temple brought home the AAC Men's Golfer of the Week award thanks to Connor McGrath. This is the first Player of the Week or Month honor for an Owl since Brandon Matthews earned the AAC Golfer of the Month award twice during the 2014-15 season. And that's all the time we have for this edition of OwlAccess Pass. Though we have been recapping and saying goodbye to the seniors in athletics over the past few shows, we have our own goodbyes here inside of TV Studio 3 to get to today. Ben Zimmerman, the most talented graphics creator I have ever met, is on his way to amazing things. Every show we are blessed with the ideas and designs Ben turns into clockwork. Without him, our look that you see every week wouldn't be half of what it is. Adam Whittakin, or as he's known around here because of some other Adam that works on the show, Whitty, has been an amazing part of Owl Sports Update with a drive and determination that has led him to the producer role he's had with us all semester. You want to talk soccer? He's your guy. He's also the drummer on our intro track that you hear at the start of every one of the OAP shows. And Nate McWilliams. I don't know how this guy isn't tired of me at this point. Nate and I have been teamed up for the past 4 semesters and the past 3 as a producer and anchor duo. He's been such a great leader and friend of mine over the past few years, producing Inside the Nest and now OwlAccess Pass. You're the man, brother. And of course, I have to thank Matt Fine for his amazing leadership throughout not just this semester, but my past 4 years here. But don't worry, he will be back in the fall. And finally, I have to give a personal thank you to all the staffs I've had the privilege to work with this semester and over the past 4 years at Temple. Without all of you guys, the show wouldn't continue to grow as it always has. To the viewers at home, thank you for always watching our shows and giving the amazing support you do. It's been an honor to be on the desk and tell the stories of so many amazing athletes and coaches over the years. It's really crazy to think that this is it. But for the final time on the desk, I'm Adam Cronally. Stay safe, and Owl Sports Update will always be back to talk with you soon. Thank you so much.
Are you?
Yeah, you didn't see that come.